you reviewers out there, have you ever wanted to listen to something so badly, yet you know you're going to review it later on that day, that you kind of spoil yourself on purpose just for the sake of your self-satisfaction? For the two songs that I'm going to talk about today, that is exactly what I did, and I don't regret it. Like, in the slightest, I do not regret it. So I was sitting there working at my home desk for my day job, bored, like super bored. And when I usually work in the morning, I listen to music. And then there are some days where if I'm listening to like the same song throughout the majority of the day, it gets a little tiring and boring after a while. So I have to find something new. So I knew that for the past couple days that Aqours released their big new song, and that Nijigaku released a new song, which was funny because like about a week or so ago, I mentioned that I hoped that Nijigaku would release like new material, especially before the new or like what I mean is the second season of the anime started. And what do you know? A few more like songs for the anime Blu-ray have been released, and well, another song had been released recently. And I was like, what do you know? And lo and behold, it's not a subunit track. Thank God, because I think we had enough of the subunit tracks for a while. It's finally a full group track, but because this is a part of the anime, unfortunately, Shioriko wasn't in it. But you know what? Because it's a part of the anime, I was not disappointed. Or when I say part of the anime, I'm talking about the Blu-ray anime box. It was not actually in the show. You know what? I want to start with the Nijigaku one first because I know when I talk about the Aqours one, it's gonna be a ramble. Like a long ramble of why I love that song. But for the Nijigaku one, called Hurray, Hurray, for some reason I read it as Hurry, Hurry, because instead of saying like H-O-O for hooray, it's H-U, because I'm assuming that's how they would pronounce it in Japanese. It makes it easier for them. I expected this to be similar along the lines of, you know, Tokimeki Runners or Love You My Friends, but no. When the song first came on, it began and it continued as an acoustic-y power ballad. I did not expect that from Nijigaku at all, because they seemed to be more like happy-go-lucky type of a side group. But I was extremely impressed with this, especially with the main soloists being the third years, Corinne, Emma, and Kanata. Their voices shine together. And I just completely melted in my chair. Like, for a power ballad, for Nijigasaki's first power ballad, it was absolutely perfect. For those of you who haven't heard it yet, maybe you have, I don't know, because it's been out for a few days. But for those of you who haven't heard it yet, when you go into this song, it's gonna sound sort of familiar to you. Because as I was listening to this, the first thing that came to my mind was, I hope I pronounced this right, Hikaru Keiseki, the Aqours single that was a part of, or that was like a bonus track from the Aqours movie. Holy cow, I think I started crying a little bit because, first of all, that song is one of my favorite Aqours songs of all time. So for Nijigaku to like pay homage to that type of ballad, I was like, Love Live just needs more ballad songs. I mean, I know they have plenty of ballad songs already, especially on Muse's end. But every time that a Love Life group does a ballad song, like a little fairy, like, or an angel or a fairy gets their wings. Like, that's the best way I could put it. I can't really, like, describe the phonetics of Hurray Hurray. It was not what I expected going in, but it was a perfect, not expecting when coming in sort of thing. Like, I hope Nijigasaki, maybe somewhere in the near future, has more of these ballad songs with the whole entire group. Maybe we can get Shioriko to go in there eventually. Because I think we all know, or we are all hoping when the season 2 comes out that Shioriko would finally be in it. It's been a while that we don't it's been a while since we had like a mainstream Nijigasaki song that was not a part of the anime promotion with Shioriko in it. And I know because of the anime, it's been a big hoorah hoorah. And with the game, the story of the game that's going on right now, not everyone is with or is in good graces with Shioriko and her friends. But as far as I know, there's no giant hatred going on towards Shioriko, and I don't exactly hate her either. But I'm just hoping that sooner that we get closer to season 2, maybe we'd start having more material with her in it. I mean, if she officially joined Nijigasaki, and if you don't have much material with her in it, I mean, I just saw like the Nijigasaki 3rd live clips with her singing in it, and it would be an absolute waste of her talent if we don't have more material with her in it. So I hope we do get some of that in the future. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the new Aqua song, Dreamy Color. Holy crap. Like, this was I expected Muse to come out with a single like this, and I know the song was for some project thing. I don't know what it exactly is. I think it's more Japan related, if anything else. I mean, of course it's Japan related. They're a Japanese idol group. Caitlin, you're stupid. It was a promotional video, even though it's a full music video. It's a full song music video. And the obvious thing that makes it different for those who have not heard the song yet is that it's not animated. All the Aqours girls are in live action. It's their seiyus performing. So no one treats them as like, oh, that's Chica Rico Yo, like singing for the first verse. I don't really know the seiyus' names, and I know that's awful of me as a Love Live fan because I feel like I should know, but first of all, my Japanese is still not that good. I don't exactly remember Japanese seiyus' names that well, so please don't beat me up because of it. First of all, the seiyus in the music video, when they're all dressed up in their music video costume, are gorgeous. And secondly, their voices are still great even when they're out in the open performing instead of being in a studio and it's the animated characters doing all the work. And the music video itself, its main mission was to pay homage to the anime that brought Aqours to life. Because I think they actually filmed it at the city where Love Live Sunshine takes place. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. Because you have the beach location, which almost looks exactly like the beach where Love Live Sunshine takes place. You have these gymnasium shots where it looks like a high school gymnasium. You have the rooftop where it almost looks like the school rooftop. Like, there are so many locations and so many things related to the anime that, like, the buses. There's this bus scene where the seiyus for Hanamaru, Ruby, and Yoshiko are in. It looks like the exact bus or the exact train that the anime has. Like, it has the same seats, colors, and everything. The beginning of the music video, one of the girls is writing Aqours in the sand. And if you remember a certain episode in the first season of the anime, after the whole group finally joins together, you find out that it was Daya who actually wrote that in the sand. And guess who wrote that in the sand for the music video? It's Daya's seiyu. She wrote it in the sand. Such an Easter egg. There are so many Easter eggs in this music video. It's not even funny. And you know they did it on purpose. You know that if they're fans of Aqours, they must have seen the anime. So anime viewers are going to recognize most of these Easter eggs, believe it or not, because then you also have like Riko at the Riko Seiyu at the piano. Like, I mean, she never plays the piano. She's just like posing by it and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. But the fact that you associate her with the piano still, because you're recognizing that that's Riko's Seiyu. Like, something about that, like, because I'm speechless. I can't. And then when the second verse starts and it's the first year Seiyus that are singing, the first scene in the second verse is in the library, and it's, I don't know why Ruby's Seiyu is the only person I remember. It's Ai, because then there's Ai Miyashita from Nijigaku. I don't understand it. So there's Ruby's Seiyu who's singing first, and then she gives the book, or like she taps the blue feather to the voice actress of Hanamaru. And the thing about Hanamaru's Seiyu is she's so much taller than I thought she would be. Like, I saw, like, when I watched the music video of them singing together, she is so freakishly tall. Oh my goodness. Like, the ending of the music video is, they're at, like, they have, it looks so CGI. Like, I think you could tell this is like a set with CGI built right in it. I don't think this takes place at the beach at all. But it's like a stadium that's near the beach. Like, everyone, like, all the Vok was on stage. And then you have a whole, like, sea of, like, light sticks. Like, colored in all of the Aqua Girls colors. Like, you have, like, orange, both pinks for Riko and Ruby. You have reds, you have blue, you have sea green. Like, the whole shebang. Like, they knew what they were doing for the end of the music video. Like, actually, the end of the song is, like, my favorite part, because then you have, like, the ending refrain. It's just the girls singing together, that ending refrain. Like, that's the part I replay the most. Like, because then it makes the ending so crisp and clean. Like, everything about this song is flawless. And I don't say this about songs that often. Like, Dreamy Color is a flawless Aqua song. The thing about Dreamy Color is that when I listen to this, I'm like, this sounds exactly like an Aqua's B-side. Like, this is not really a song that Aqua's would release as a single. It would be like, you know, get those preview videos from the Love Life channel, and it's like, oh, maybe this is a song that would be like second or third in this like mini album collection, because it's the first song, the main single, that always gets the most attention. But Dreamy Color sounds like I wouldn't call it overhyped, because that's making it sound offensive, but it's a very glorified B-side, even though in reality it acts like a main single. But because it's a B-side, I could literally imagine like this being performed live, and it would be the best version. And it's like, I tried to take this song and imagine the music video being animated, and there are some parts where I can imagine it, but I don't know what it is about the song's instrumentals, but it's making me like feel like it's impossible for me to imagine this song being animated in any way. Like, it's like maybe it's the choreography. The choreography is like so fluid that I don't even think 3D animation can touch that. I mean, I'm remembering Small Ship Start, and I mean, their choreography in the animation was pretty fluid in itself. But I can't really explain it. Maybe it's because I'm not a dancer or an animator or anything like that. But there's something about the movement in the song from the live action seiyus that it gives it that this is why Aqua's needs to and is allowed to perform live action music videos. Even though this is the first and probably the only time they're gonna do a live action like Aqua's song, because before that, like, I don't think Muse ever had a like live action single like this before. Obviously, Nijigaku didn't get one yet because they're too young, and Layla obviously just debuted, so we weren't gonna get that. But for Aqours, this was something I also did not expect. Like, for Love Life groups, I don't know why they never thought, oh, well, let's give them a live action song before. But either way, I never really thought about it. Because with Love Live, it's always animated because, oh, they're animated idols. That's the gimmick. That's their shtick. But with this song, I think Love Live is finally treating Aqours like they're a real, group. I mean, I know Japan treats the Love Live franchise like every idol group is a real group because, I mean, you still have idol singers and they have concerts, so they're still going to perform, in live action no matter what, but most of their promotion is done via, animated videos. And they have those, and they also have, those radio shows that they do, but they don't do it, all the time. So, most of the promotion comes from the animated stuff. It comes from the animated singles, it comes from the anime. So, I wouldn't say they're not working as hard. I would not say that, because they're probably working themselves to death like all the other Japanese idols in the industry. I'm probably, going off tangent right here, because now I'm forgetting what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. The Dreamy color. That whole video, in conclusion, I don't think it's possible at all for anyone to imagine, this being animated. I mean, if they do ever animate it in the future, I don't know if they will, but if they ever do, I'm sure it's gonna look gorgeous. Or maybe they might animate it for the game. I don't know. I really don't know, but if they don't, I kind of don't care. Because I prefer this being a live action project. You get to see Aqours in their full form. And first of all, they all are very beautiful. If anyone goes after any of those Seiyu's appearances, they're gonna have to go through me first. And obviously, you can look at them and you knew they were idol material. You knew they were meant to be the characters that they play. They were meant to be on that live stage. You just know that they were meant to be famous. I think I might have to say that, I don't know, I know this is very soon, and maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I think Dreamy Color might be my new favorite Aqours song of all time. Okay, I need to stop myself because I've been rambling about this for way too long. At the end of the day, if you haven't heard this song yet, I highly recommend that you do. This could be your introduction to J-pop. This could be your introduction to anime idols. No matter what. This is just a song that I highly recommend in general, and I'd put it high regard up there, even with the best Western pop songs I've ever heard. This song is just there's literally nothing else like it. At least as far as I've heard of. And it's a song that I'm going to be listening to for a very, very, very long time, and I would not regret a single moment. So that's going to be it for today's video. I know today's more rambly than the usual, but like I said, I spoiled myself on purpose because I was just super impatient. I knew this song was going to be, or these two songs were going to be special, and I was right. And I don't regret a single thing about it, as I said. However, I will make sure that the next Nijigaku song I'm going to do the live reaction as I usually do, and I will give my thoughts after that. So if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you have any comments about this video, and I know you do, please hit me up in the comment section down below. If you haven't been following me yet, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I post. I'm Cher, and it's been real. Ciao!